you make a game plan right now?
Well,
Do you know how? That's what I can help you, but if you don't know,
I can, but it's probably wrong
okay.
or
Would
not
you
how
like to
you'd
try,
want.
or would you
But I
want me
mean,
to? I'll give you the answer. Or I can help you. Like I could tell you.
yeah. So like, I'm playing Lillia against a ganking jungler. It's kind of hard to make like a game plan that feels like I'm gonna actually have a big impact. To be honest,
Okay.
but I'd assume I'd just try and clear down and counter gang. I mean, I guess I could skip camps
So let me help
and
you. Let me
try
help
and
you.
be there for bot.
Help you. What do you call it? I'll help you. I'll give you a framework of how to make game plans, like for every game.
Okay.
Usually you. Well, not usually, but one way is to do it is by looking at matchups. So there's a top matchup, there's a jungle matchup, there's a mid matchup, and there's a bot matchup. I usually start with the jungle matchup. I look at that. I mean, you can do it any order you want, but this is just how I do it. So you already kind of started talking about it, right? Farming jungler versus ganking jungler. Vi's not exactly a ganking jungler. Like she's better at ganking than you are, but there's better gankers than Vi. Like Vi's actually not that great at ganking. But yeah, she's better than you. But she can also farm under like a farming class. Like she can farm fine too, and her level 6 is very strong, so she does like to farm till 6. I mean that's an option for her. Like she doesn't have to gank, but yeah, her ganks are better than yours. And I would say her 6 is better than yours. What you have over her is you farm better than her. At least you have that over her. Yeah. Other things to think about though is okay. So we already talked about that, right? So now we know she can gank better than you, but they're still not that. Her ganks aren't that great. She could go for a farming route, like you, but you would be faster. And the other option for junglers, other than farming and ganking, there's the third option, which is invading, right? So you have to think about, can she invade you, or you can think about, can you invade her? Those are some things you should think about. So we answered ganking. Ganking, she has the advantage. Farming, you have the advantage. Level 6, she has the advantage. What about invades? What do you think about invades?
I think it's we can both invade really well, but if we like find each other, she's probably gonna win unless she's like really low or something.
It's true that you can both invade pretty well. Oh yeah, so when invading has there's two reasons why you invade usually, right? Technically 3, I guess, but the main 2 is, 1 is just to take the camps. 2 is to kill the enemy jungler, right? There's 2. Those are the 2 main reasons you invade. I mean, the third one, the third one's okay too. The third one is just to get vision. Like you want to track where they are. You would go in just to put a ward in their jungle. That's the third reason. So like you said, if you guys find each other, what did you say happens if you find each other?
I think I probably lose if I try and 1v1 her, but there's a good chance that I can just run away, so it's not the end of the world if I do like find her. But if she finds me on a camp, I think I'm pretty much dead.
Yeah, but also if you find her on a camp, it could be good as well. I honestly think it could be a skill, because if you can dodge her Q, she has nothing left, right? If you dodge her Q, and then you can kite her with your Q. I mean, your Q is a pretty long cooldown until you buy cooldown, like, at the beginning of the game. It's kind of long, but
it's like 6 seconds, I think.
Yeah. You can do okay. Just, I mean, yeah, you probably won't die. I don't think you kill her either. So you got a pretty good read on that. Okay. This matchup I think is fine, honestly. I don't really I'm not really scared of Vi in general. So looks good. Okay, so after we think about that, we can look at I mean, now that we know the jungle match is nothing very special, really. Like you two are quite similar in power in a lot of areas. Like your ganks are okay too. It's not. I mean, it's not the best, right? But you can gank, and same with her. So ganks are both kind of okay. Farming is okay. I would say you two are similar in class. Like you both like to farm. You both like to get level 6. Later on, though, she's like a CC, right? She has really good CC. But later on, you do a lot of DPS. So yeah, later on, you guys are more different than each other. Okay, nothing interesting yet about jungle matchup. We look at we look at the lane matchups for several reasons. Then to make our plan, it's the first reason is to see which lane do we want to gank. Do we like because it's usually between two lanes. Do you want to gank top, or do you want to gank bot? Right. So if you want to gank top, you start red buff. If you want to gank bot, you start blue buff. In general, I mean, there's other paths, but those are the general paths. And also we care about the matchups because of possible invading. So if you want to invade Vi's red buff, you need to think about who has priority top lane and who has priority mid lane, right? Because your laners can help you, or her laners can help her. So that's why matchups matter. So let's think about the top matchup now. We have Jax versus Yorick. How do you understand this matchup? What do you think about this matchup?
Well, I would think 3-6 is like pretty even. Maybe Yorick has better shove, I'm not sure, but I feel like Jax can also like bully him a bit. I say this is pretty even, kind of coin flip who has prior early, but I'm not great at top, so that might be completely
That's fair.
wrong.
I mean, I'm not great at top either, so I'm not 100% confident, but I'm gonna. Yeah, you have your theory, I have my theory. Okay, so I think you're kind of right that I think it's kind of a skill matchup, but I think Yorick actually kind of stronger early, at least early. I think he has better wave clear. I think, but I think Jax is better at setting up the gank. Right, he has this jump and stun, or he can just jump away. He can use his ward or hop to a minion to jump away. So Jax is more flexible, that he can run away easily, or he can also set up his Vi easily to kill Yorick. Yorick, I think, will win 1v1 early. If you just make it a 1v1. No jungler is involved, I think I favor the Yorick. The other thing is, if you guys, or if there are invades happening, or if you guys are fighting for top scuttle, I definitely prefer the Jax in a skirmish. But I would assume Yorick would have the priority, so this one's kind of iffy as well. So top is kind of undecided on top, and also kind of undecided on mid. Sorry, jungle. So let's look at mid now. What do you think about this mid matchup?
Well, I'm not too used to Teemo mid, but I would expect Vlad to most of the time have the shove, just because he's better wave clear, at least until 6. But then if the Vlad's good at 6, I feel like he can just bully the Teemo off. So I'd hope that Vlad would have prior most of the time. But then again, early game, he's not like the strongest in skirmishes.
Yeah. Vlad usually I mean, yeah, it's fair. You never really see Teemo mid. But hopefully you see him top, and you kind of apply what you know about him top to the mid lane. And then Teemo's biggest strengths are like poking and trading with auto attackers, right? So Vlad is luckily not an auto attacker, so Teemo's blind doesn't do anything there. It's just gonna be his poke versus Vlad's sustain. And as the game goes on, yeah, I definitely favor the Vlad. Early game though, like if you fight in the river, I think I favor the Teemo. What does he have? Is that barrier? Oh, barrier.
Yes.
Okay. Summoners are also important. So like if you guys fight, if you guys 2v2, you should probably, if you can, and you can't always, you probably target the Vi, right? Just because he has barrier, so it's so hard to kill the team. But yeah, that's interesting. Again, I'm not super confident on this matchup. So usually I know the matchups, but these are kind of weird matchups here in your game. So, but I assume Vlad should have no problem. But just early skirmishes, I could favor Teemo. Like if Teemo comes to the river, Vlad comes to the river, I think Teemo's more useful. Even though his blind doesn't do anything, you guys aren't auto attackers, but I Teemo's pretty strong early just from his damage as well. So I favor Teemo Jax early game. I favor your Yorick in the lane and your Vlad late game. So I'd prefer. So far, I didn't talk about bot lane, right? But I prefer. Let me think. Yeah, I'd prefer not to go top. I would prefer not to go top side. I think you said you wanted to go top side. I don't remember your plan, but
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, you didn't. Okay, okay. But whatever you said, it doesn't matter right now. I'm just making a new plan for you. So, based on this analysis, right? And you know, this analysis is taking us like 5-10 minutes, but when you practice this a lot, you can just do this within like 1 minute. Like during the loading screen, I could probably do this like in my head, and then I'll be like, okay, no, not top, and then I'll go bot. Well, I have to look at bot first, but so far I'm like, I don't really like going top, because I think they just out skirmish you guys. And then ganking's not that great of an option because it's just hard to gank Jax. But ganking Teemo is definitely an option though. But Vlad has no CC, so, and you know, you guys no CC, so it's an option, but you know, not the best option. I would like to, so far, without talking about bot lane, I would like to just full clear down and see what happens.
That's what I do most games.
Oh, okay. But then, okay, now finally, let's look at bot lane though. So you have, what do you think about this matchup here?
To me, the bot lane is basically the same, to be honest. I mean, we have scaling ADCs and then like CC supports.
I agree.
They both roam pretty well.
Yep.
I guess Galio is obviously quicker. Twitch is kind of scary actually, just because of
his
he can just appear in a fight randomly.
Yeah.
But I'd say this is like fairly even. I think it's hard to know who has the shove as well, because obviously Jinx has better push, but Galio's better push as well.
Yep. I would say bot lane is the most volatile matchup, so that's usually where you want to go as a jungler. Like, because like top is like, yeah, I could go there, but Jax would just run away, and York's already gonna win 1v1. So what's the point? I mean, there is a point that you might want to counter gank, but like, you guys lose, so there's no point in that. And then, like mid, yeah, I could go gank Teemo. He has no dash, right? He has to flash from you, but like, you guys don't have any CC to actually keep him in the lane, so. Mid's not looking. Mid, I mean, the thing is, mid is always an option just because wherever you are, you're always close to mid. So I would always look at mid, but like thinking about it now, it's like, no, it's not really going to be an option. So then you look at bot, it's like, oh god, like this is whoever wins bot, it just wins. Can take over it, and it can help you get the dragons and so on, and win the game. Basically, win the game. Whoever wins bot can help you win the game. So
in the entire meta.
Yeah, so definitely would like to focus bot lane. I don't really care about any of these guys. And Vi, yeah, I don't really care about Vi either. I mean, she might gank or something. You'll have to carry it during the game. Okay, but basically that's the plan, right? And again, I said it took us like 10 minutes to talk about this, but actually, like when you practice, it'll only take you can do it in loading screen, and then like, okay, I'm starting here, blue buff, let's go. And then, so I'm going to play it now, unless you have any questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'll play it and speed up a bit, see what you do. Dark Harvest? Is that... I thought she does Conquer now. And does she do Dark Harvest?
It's either or.
Either or? Okay.
I find myself never really taking Conk that much.
You know, because they changed it. She's a melee
champion. It's good against a lot of bruises.
Okay, that's true. How many bruises do they have? I
guess they have like 3, but it's still... like the Conqueror playstyle is kind of in their face, if that makes sense, and that's really hard to do when they have this much CC.
Okay, so you do what the plan I was talking about. Actually, let's look back. We have an award on Vi. When did we get that? Who put that there? Well, you guys... I didn't actually look at this. They know it's warded. Let me go back. Right here. Rakan goes in. Oh, Rakan goes in at 120. It's late. Oh, I see. Okay. So this is really good for you. Unless he dies. I mean, no, he's probably not going to die. He has some... Yeah. This is really good for you. So when you see this, what do you think? I mean, not yet. Let me once you see Vi there. Okay, yeah, you see Vi. What do you think now?
Yeah, like I think now I just have free invade early.
Yeah.
But it kind of depends. Vi might 3 camp, and that's kind of scary.
Vi might. What do you mean by 3 camp?
Sorry.
What do you mean by Vi might 3 camp?
Like just take 3 camps for level 3 and gank top.
Oh, you mean like
a possibility, which is
like blue gromp
a bit scary for
might take blue gromp red.
Yeah, you can do it with wolves now as well.
Blue wolves,
red, and then top.
The blue wolves, it doesn't get you level 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they changed it recently, and it now gives you level 3.
No, no,
I
no.
might be wrong on that.
You have to do the way it works is if you do 3 camps, you have to do either gromp or krugs. Those have to be one of the 3 camps to get level 3. So
I swear I saw a video that recently means. Oh, well, whatever. But I mean, I'm still invading red is like still a bit sketchy.
Yeah, a little bit, but yeah. Especially since
I think most of the time I'd be able to invade it.
Yeah, I would think about it.
I think I might. I'm not completely sure.
Or at the. Yeah, I would think about it. Or I don't. I would try to ping Yorick to give you a really heavy leash. If he gives you a really heavy leash, then you get to save your smite. Then so when you do the red buff, even if she comes there, you probably get the red buff.
I do invade a lot.
Okay, yeah, okay.
We'll see if I do this game. It was like a few days ago.
Yeah. Or there's a cheese where she just takes raptors and then runs back to her camps. Lillia sometimes does that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, looks like I'm invading.
Hopefully, I wasn't looking here, but hopefully, okay, yeah, you see Vi doing the gromp here actually. So
yeah.
now you have probably have time. You have sweeper. Okay.
Yeah, it's something I need to get better at is looking at where they go after the
initial start. Yeah. Okay, I like what you're doing because you could have ganked this, but like we said, you probably don't kill Jax, you probably don't kill Teemo. Doing this is better. If you gank, Vi will already know, and then she'll take your stuff. But actually, she did take that.
Yeah, she did. I don't know if they had vision or it was just kind of random.
Yeah, we don't know. So what are you doing here? Are they fighting? Wait, let's go back. You see her take crab, right? And then why are you still here?
I think I was trying to hover for a fight here because I know Vi's like right there, right?
But Vi could just go here. Then what? Then you're done, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they come and fight bot, I want to be nearby.
But they know everyone knows Vi is here, so these two. Oh, let's see their wave. Okay, do they have wards? Ideally, they're supposed to just ward this and they're good, right?
Yeah.
They ward this, they're good. You go here, maybe here, because Vi will be like here, or she could be here, like trying to gank them. She already ganked them once. So I mean, everyone knows Vi is here. She could gank them again, yes, but they could just ward and then be fine, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, like right this second, if she's like in that bot push running down, I think that's what I'm waiting for.
Okay. I'd say that's fair. Let's see. But like, okay, but now you're still here, right? They're already.
Yeah.
Oh.
This was, I think, what I'm scared of.
They're already.
It seems it's fine anyway. So.
Okay. I think this is all wasted time. I mean, I see it's kind of close, like they're fighting and all that, but this is all just wasted time to me. So to me, once I see Vi take this, I ping Vi, I ping danger. I ping my team danger here, maybe danger here, like Vi is here, be careful. I don't want to fight. I mean, you could fight, sure, but the thing is, you don't really. There's no reason for Vi or the red team to fight you. They could just, if they don't want to fight you, they can just leave, right? You don't have anything. I mean, your only thing is you have some CC, but like realistically, you're not going to have a fight here. In most cases, at least that's what I see. That's why I see all this, and I think, yeah, it's fine, but really, you're just wasting time. I mean, it's not terrible because you're wasting time, but Vi is also wasting time, right? But Vi's time is not as valuable as your time because
it's just like now I could be on like 29 farm right now, I guess.
Oh yeah, or you could have this, and I think I don't know. It depends if Vi might be able to defend this, but you can definitely get this at least. Even this is doing something. I would go for this, but the thing is because wait, we don't actually me see. If I wait, if I did a weird path. Oh, she did this. That's weird.
Oh, I took her top side.
Oh, right. Sorry. She took your Okay. She took. Yeah, we see she's level 3, so we actually know what camp she took because you already knew she took these two. The only way she gets 24 CS at this kind of time is you know that she would took these.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw her start blue too, so we know all these camps are all down. We know that, and we know these camps are down because you took these camps, right? So think about it. What can Vi do now? Nothing. She can't do anything. All the camps near her are gone. But what can you do? You have 2 options. You have 2 camps. So you have things to do. She has nothing to do. But by you going here, you're wasting time. She's not really wasting time because she has nothing to do anyways. Do you understand that? So this is really small. Like you don't lose the game off this, but you're every little thing counts. So this is where you can start gaining. You're not even getting an advantage actually because she took 2 of yours. You took 2 of hers. She actually took a crab. You haven't taken a crab yet, so you're actually behind right now. And she actually ganked already. So, but if you take this, you would have first move here possibly to gank this. Actually, this is starting to look gankable. So look at this.
Yeah.
Let's look at the. No, this is nothing, but this is starting to look gankable. So you would have first move up here. Vi would she might recall. Most likely she would recall, and then she would be here soon. So you would have to do this kind of fast. You do this kind of fast, then you recall, and then well, it depends, but yeah, yeah. I hope you can see. It's a really small thing, but you kind of did defend your bot, so it's not the worst play, right? If I came here and your bot lane did not respect her, then yeah, they would be in trouble. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little cheeky one, yeah.
I just wanted the dark harvest.
Oh. But see, now maybe you don't even get this because Vi could have probably just recalled. Yeah. We don't know where she went, but if she wants this, Vi could have this. What's your rules?
Inspiration.
Okay, so I usually recommend against the free boots on Lillia because her best item rush is the cooldown boots. Like, there's no better power spec early power spec for Lillia than buying those. I guess you can't afford it anyways here. You can only afford regular boots. But on your second back, you can definitely afford the cooldown boots. The cooldown boots are really good on Lillia because her Q cooldown is just so long, and she scales early game. She scales better off cooldown than AP. So you're buying AP right now. She doesn't scale that well off AP compared to cooldown. Like more Qs is usually more valuable than just more powerful Qs. So there's that. They also and movement speed is pretty good too, right? Because you clear so fast that moving around more is better. Or even for ganking, or Lilia's whole identity is about kiting people. So boots definitely help you kite. AP does not help you kite, right? It just gives you bigger numbers. So.
You get the gives you more move speed.
The what?
Off of Q passive, you get more move speed.
Oh yeah, you do. I don't. But I don't think it's.
I think it's kind of either or.
I don't think it's the same though. Like, I don't think it gives you as much as boots. Boots gives. I don't actually know.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. No one. Oh, here right. 25. I don't think it would give you 25 from just 40 ability power. No. So I would at least check this. So there's a good chance this is gone, but there's also a good chance it's still here. We don't actually know what Vi did after here. There's a good chance she recalled, and yes, there's a good chance Vi took it, but I would at least check it, especially in low elo. Low elo, like, as you can see, you're not checking it, and then maybe Vi thinks, you took it or something, so no one's checking this. But actually, if you just check it, maybe you could get it. Okay, I might actually does take it here. And I don't know if she stole it, but if you checked it, you would have seen her there, and then you could have readjusted. So checking it not only for scuttle, but it also defends yourself because you see her. Then you don't actually have a ward, do you? You have sweeper. Yeah. I usually don't recommend sweeper this early. Sweepers are usually for ganking junglers, and remember we talked about you're not really a ganking jungler, so the vision's usually better early game at least. So yeah, I agree. You switch it. You can switch it, especially because they have a Teemo. This Teemo's gonna have shrooms that you can sweep, but right now you're still level 4. Like he needs 6 now, but wards, generally speaking, for farming is better because you can use them to defend yourself. Like you can put it here. You can defend your laners against Vi. Right? If you think she's gonna gank, you can help them. Sweeper is only really for ganking, right? I want to gank them, so I need to clear their vision before I gank them, or make sure it's clear. Or if it's not clear, clear it so they fear you, right? If they don't have a ward, if Jax doesn't have a ward, he might be afraid that you're ganking him. But since your ganks are so pretty terrible, anyways, they don't really care. So the sweeper is not doing much for you, at least early game. Here, you saw Galio, right? Or did you not? Let's see.
I didn't see him.
Okay, we saw it. I mean, because he came through here, right, on the minions through the tower.
Yeah. Tunnel vision.
And not only that, Yorick did not back it. He did not TP yet, but Jax already did. Hopefully, if you saw that, then you should know. No top prio. Mid looks okay, but yeah, again, it's the Galio. Actually, who's pinging this? Someone's pinging this. I don't know who, but wait, can we see this? We can't see. I don't think we can. Wait, it's missing. I think Rakan's pinging the Galio move. Rakan's picking missing here, and then he's pinging right here. Be careful. But maybe you're focused on this. But definitely the right play would be sorry Vlad, or hope he has pool or something to get out. He would have to go this way. He would have to pull this way. Does he have pool? I think he looks pretty screwed here. Oh, he has pool. He's okay actually if he just pulls this way. And I think if there's a blast cone here, I don't know if there's a blast cone here, but and then you just go here, and you can also peel for him. Like you can throw your E this way.
Yeah.
And if they don't chase him, then you can take your wolves and just clear. Just keep clearing. Remember, we don't like fighting topside. We talked about that, right? Especially because of this Galio. Even without Galio, we don't really like to fight here. But with Galio, for sure, we cannot fight here on this top side of the map. Oh, he actually gets out this way, so you guys were fine. But you just didn't see the Galio. Or the Jax.
Just kind of blind.
Yeah, it's all on vision. Nothing, no predictions. They're all on vision that happened. So you can see the CS difference. It's adding up, right? This play where you try to help bot, and also this play where you try to help Vlad, it's costing you here. When you get 6, your ganks become pretty strong. So you definitely want that. When you see this, you want to think about this. Hopefully you are. Okay, you are. Even this is a good thing too. Right here. Here, I don't think you didn't see them again, right? I think that's noticing a trend that you're not looking at other parts of he's running right here this whole time. So but you run this way. You could have just run this way. I would just run this way.
Yeah, I think him roaming so much And like,
but
so
the thing is, no,
far,
but I know it's annoying, right?
it really
I would
caught me
definitely
off
be
guard.
annoyed at the Galio, but the thing is, he's running through the vision. Like, you actually see him on the map. Like,
Yeah. I'm
which
not
is,
like making an excuse.
oh,
It's
okay,
just
okay.
like,
No, I agree. Yeah, definitely annoying. Yeah, I hate it when that happens too. Like, their support roams, my support's not roaming. But hopefully that they're getting some things here. They actually didn't get the dragon, which is really good for you guys. Like, they could have taken this if they wanted. It's just... You should give this up, hopefully. You could catch this. So, let me see. Oh, actually, no, it's already gone. Okay, and you give it up. That's good.
unfortunate timing.
Yeah. You were going there. They just died. I would say like you could go there earlier, but I don't really blame you for trying to get this. What are you doing here then? Okay. But you see, wait. Oh, it's because you have full items. Wait, where are your boots? What? Oh, because you have no kills. Oh, yeah. It's 12 minutes. Yeah, I think you would be made much stronger if you had the Ionian boots. Like, I'm not saying you would have lived here, but it's just better overall. So usually when you're spotted, you don't want to keep going to the lane. You want to go the safer ways.
I think I was running towards Rakan.
But this is your safest place because who can follow you here? No one, right? As we see, Vi can be over here. I didn't actually think she was going to be there, but she can be. But she would never be here. So you just go here and then go here, and you're good. Small pathing, just even going here, I think you have vision here. I don't remember. I guess you have vision here. So if Vi comes here, you would see her here. Yeah, but this part was dark. That does catch people off guard. This kind of thing sometimes.
I think I was wondering how the hell she had vision to hold me.
Vi? Oh. Okay, let's go back here. You just spawned, right? You died. You came back here. But why did you come all the way here? What's there to do here? I mean, I see you're sweeping because you think, how did she kill me here? They must have vision, right? But even if they have vision here, why come here? You just want to clear it. The vision doesn't do. Or like, think about it. If they have vision here, it doesn't do anything for them right now. There's no dragon. If you want to gank, you can go through here, right? Or go here if you want, or here. There's no reason to be here unless you're not ganking mid, right? You're not invading. We don't know where they are actually, so you're not invading. You're not ganking bot because it looks like he pushed the wave and he's leaving, right? So this whole area is off limits, just because we don't know where they are, and there's no gank to be had, and there's no dragon. So you should just come maybe here. Even here is dangerous. I'm gonna be honest. Even coming this way, they could be waiting in this bush right here. So some people do that. So even this is dangerous. So I would come here, sweep, or maybe throw your E to check this bush, because I'm afraid of even this bush. But you're brave enough to go all the way here, where really there's nothing to do other than maybe you want these raptors. I can see that. But actually, like, look at this. I don't know when he died. It was, when did York die? He died again, huh? Okay. He died when you're already. Oh, well, let's see. When did he die? I think he dies as you spawn, actually. Yeah, he dies as you spawn. So
yeah, maybe I just run top.
Yeah, just run it, and I mean, just catch a wave. He does. I don't think the TP is long enough, so catch this. Just because this place you just died here. Usually, where you just die, that's where they leave vision. I mean, I guess that's why you're sweeping, so that makes sense. But just think about that. You had krugs here. I didn't see it. Did you do the krugs? Oh, no. Oh, they took it from you. Oh, you actually see Vi here. Very brief moment, actually. So I mean, I didn't catch it myself in this replay. Oh, I am going 2 times speed, but we actually see them here. We see them leave. Okay, let's see then. We see them leave, but we don't see them leave here, right? We just saw Galileo and Vi. If they left through here, you would see them here, or maybe this is running out. But you probably
see definitely a habit I need to change.
Yeah.
So when I'm like walking back, I usually just like look at people fighting because it's fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What do you look at when you come back?
When I'm coming back to lane, I just like watch people fighting and stuff.
You mean like you watch this or you watch this?
I guess I should just look at the map because it doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely do both. Like, you can definitely look at top and then like kind of have the corner of your eye looking at the map, like this mini map right here. Because
I don't think I would have ever caught that Vi on the map. Like,
okay, and not only Vi, both of them showed Vi and Galileo. Both of them showed. I guess this ward spotted them. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely, I'm noticing the trend at least. This is the third time that. Wait, first time was here.
Yeah, third time.
Did it happen twice here? Yeah, it happened twice here on the first time and then the rift, and this is the third time. So definitely a trend that you're not really looking at the map.
I doubled the size of the map recently.
Yeah. And it's not, but it's also not. Like I said, it's not just looking at the map, but it's also predicting. Like but the map is the obvious thing. That's the first problem you need to fix. If you see them and you don't pay attention, that's really bad. But there's also times where you don't see them, but you can deduce like they're here. So that's why I said I'm even afraid they might be here. I mean, but they're not. They weren't here. But I deduced that they could be. Like that's kind of a sense you need to have. Like they're probably here. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see though. I mean, we noticed your problem early. That's good. Yeah. Actually, she was there. I mean, I think Vi was doing your raptor. Yeah, she took your raptor. So actually, she was here. Like, so even if you came here, maybe the Galileo has ult. Yeah. So actually, even if you came here, if you didn't check this, Vi was probably around here. If she goes on to you with the Galileo ult, they could kill you as well. And then noticing things like that. So Jack's just cleared a ward and he has a ward here, so you know that you can't gank through here, right? And then I wouldn't do this usually unless you have control here, because you already know this ward is here. So
I think I did it just to make sure. But it tells them all where I am.
Yeah, it tells you where. I mean, but to be fair, I guess.
I mean, I guess they can guess that I'm here, but
they actually. I mean, they should know you're here because they already took your krugs. They already took your raptors. Like most likely to them, you're going to be here anyway. So, I guess this is not the worst actually. When I think about it. At the same time, then I'm still afraid of this spot because notice again, no Galileo. I don't know where Galileo and Vi are, but we also know that they should think you're here. You should also think that they're here, because why would they be here? They took your camps, there's no dragon, and he's missing. So when you died, you should assume I would assume they took your red. It looks like they didn't take your red, but I would actually assume they took my red buff, and then they recalled, and then they're coming here. There's a crab, and they can kill you again, right? Because Vi Galio is a pretty strong combo. Just Vi Galio, but not only Vi Galio, their Jax is winning. So for the you have the, as a jungler, you need to also think about what is the enemy team going to do. Not only what do you want to do, right? What you want to do is clear bot, camp bot. That's your plan, but the enemy will also have a plan, right? And it looks like their plan is not to play bot lane. They're sending their Galio to roam. So you have to acknowledge that. You have to acknowledge what the enemy is, what they're doing. Just as they have to acknowledge what you're doing. You're probably here. So if I'm the enemy, I'm like, let's kill Lillia again. Right? That's what they should be thinking, right? You even don't have mid pro actually too. Teemo's here, Vlad's here. So this is, you do want these camps, yes, but I would be scared of this area right here. I don't actually know if they're there.
I might even die here. I don't remember.
I could see it. You do have flash, so probably not. But so in this situation, I would be kind of, normally I do like this crab, but in this situation, I'm not really. Just because, where's Galio? There's no Galio. Okay, looks like you're safe. Yeah, and it looks like they actually do take the crab. Oh wow! So it looks like I don't actually know who took that crab. I don't. Maybe the timer's off, but Vi came from here? That's weird. Oh, because they did take your red buff later. Oh, okay. Okay, but at least you notice Vi's here. So this is an option. This is definitely an option. This is not a free dragon, but it is like an option. Just because we saw Vi go here, it looks like Vi wants to do this. Then possibly this or this. If this is all free for Vi, she could, if she wants, she could just do this and go straight here. That's the option too. So that's why I'm saying this is not free, but I would definitely consider it. Yeah, it's definitely not free because you don't have mid prio. Your bot lane is not here yet. I like doing this because you don't really know where Vi is. Vi could just come back here. They already took one, so they do like to take dragons. So we'll have to see. Okay, once I see that, then I think maybe. But then Teemo's missing, so I think, and then Twitch was just here. Yes, and then the Galio is just being super... Will we see? Where is Rakan? He's over there. That's weird. Yeah. So I don't actually think it was an option. I think Galio awarded it anyway, so yeah. It's a hard game, mainly because of this Galio, actually. Like, I'm looking at it. Galio is really making a big difference in this game for the enemy. And now I don't think you can get this just because you guys are weaker. You guys are, weaker. So when you're weaker, you don't want to fight. That's just the simple rule, right? That's the easy rule to understand, right? You guys are 0-9. They already took Rift. They have control of mid. They're gonna rush to Dragon. You need to just give it up. Tell your team, don't even try. Don't even bother.
Well, what would you do in a situation like this? Because I find a lot of the time it's like it is pretty obvious that we shouldn't fight.
Let's go back.
So people kind of like.
So.
A lot of the time, people try and like force it. Do I just like
you have to be the one? Like, I'm not. I'm putting a lot of responsibility on you, but it's not really all your responsibility. But at the same time, it kind of is. As a jungler, you're kind of the one who makes the big macro calls, such as dragons and stuff. I mean, sometimes, actually, many times, I understand. Like maybe your bot will say, like, "Come on, let's do a dragon," but like. They don't really, in most cases, they don't really understand the jungle as much as a jungler understands the jungle. So in my games too, a lot of times they'll say, "Let's do this dragon," and I'll just say, "No, I'm not doing that dragon. I'm doing something else." Because I have a different plan, or I see a better play. Like we're not, you have to gain that confidence. I mean, you might not have that confidence now, but as you learn more, like this game should already teach you why you should not be here, and then these are like painful mistakes. Yeah, sorry.
I guess what I'm asking is, should I like just, if say the team is like really intent on fighting, do I just leave them and like go farm, or should I like stay and try and like minimize how bad of a fight it is?
Okay, I see. So it really depends how committed they are, but in most in It depends how confident you are. So I'm confident this fight is garbage because what do you guys even do? Let's see. Before Vlad even dies. Let's see before the fight starts. Let's see how it's looking. Okay, you guys are all full HP. You have that. Actually, oh, let me look. You do have items. These are pretty big, actually.
So would you say just like it depends on how
it really depends on the
close
situation.
fight is?
It really depends on the situation, the champions, how behind you are. You're 0-8, but Jax, Jax is 3 of those, so you don't count Jax unless he has TP, right? Because Jax is over here, so he's not part of the dragon. You don't count these two. You're just looking at U4. So think about it from a 4v4. You should do this during the game, like not right now. Like right now it's too late to be doing this kind of assessment. You should be doing this, like you should constantly press tab during the game to check who is strong, who has what items, what are they building. But I mean, we'll do it now because we didn't do it before. So you just came back from race. You have Leandries. You're pretty strong. I mean, she has Sunder, so she's strong too. She has more than you, obviously, but you're not too behind. So this is fine. But the problem with this is Vi has the better. I don't want to say team fight. I want to say she can like just go on Jinx, and Jinx can't really do anything. But what do you do against these guys? Lillia struggles with ranged champions usually. These are 2 ranged champions. Yes, these are 2 melee. But Teemo. So I'm giving you all the factors because there's a lot of factors that come into a dragon fight, right? Teemo did have control of mid for quite a while. Like Vlad just, I believe Vlad just came later. So we don't know if there are shrooms here or not.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fair to assume that there are at least like 2, if not 3, 4. But I would say it's fair to assume that there are at least 2 shrooms somewhere here. Galio. You actually see Galio? I don't know how you see him here, but I don't know how you see him.
I think it's just a replay bugging.
Oh, okay. I don't remember when they took Rift, but I remember like whenever they took Rift, they did have enough time to come rotate here. So we know they're coming here because where else are they gonna go? They're not. Okay, they could dive this, but Jax is already winning. So if you think about it from the enemy's perspective, there's not much of a point to dive this Yorick to give up a dragon. That's not worth it for them. Think about it in their perspective. They are going for this. There's nothing else for them to do. They're not going to come here. They're not going to go here. They're not going to ARAM. I mean, in bronze they will, but you're not in bronze, right? So they're going here. This is obvious. They already took 1 dragon, right? Easy dragon. They're going here. If they have Teemo set up, it's pretty good. Galio's pretty good. Actually, Galio Recon, and we talked about bot lane, is pretty even. Yeah, I think the only like when I'm thinking about after I think about it, because I wasn't thinking about it during the game, but after I look at it, it's okay to fight this. The biggest problem is the team mushrooms. Like if you step on shrooms, then what? You guys are already actually like your best thing. Your hard CC is your best CC is Rakan. He actually doesn't have ult, so his only CC is the W. It's actually pretty bad just because he doesn't have ult. Jinx doesn't have ult either. Actually, you don't have ult either. Okay, so now we're going into more factors. The only person who has ult is Vlad. Actually, to be fair, we would try. To be fair, the enemy doesn't have ult either. I'm not gonna say this is not. Actually, after I look at it, it's not that bad. Because I'll tell you why. It's because you guys are losing so hard right now. 0-8. This actually might be your best chance to get back in the game. Like, I'd say you guys have like a 30% chance to win this, but that's probably better than just doing nothing. You're gonna lose regardless. So I'm sorry for blaming you here. This is actually, after I think about it. Like I said, you're probably gonna lose, but even if you lose, I don't blame you too much because after we do this analysis. You're supposed to do this analysis in the game, like especially like when you die. When you die, you have nothing to do, so you just press tab and then you just make a mental calculation. Okay, Vi has Sunder. Teemo didn't buy his mythic yet. He bought the Sork boots first. Okay, and then Twitch is using rushing a blade. Okay, and things like that. You make mental notes and you see your team too. Like, my Vlad, he doesn't have any kills yet, but he's farming okay and he's got his harvester and things like that. You look at things like
Yeah,
that.
it's interesting. Like I do tab a lot and look at like what items people have, but it seems kind of obvious to then think about like who's stronger. I just don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's kind of how. I mean, that's definitely how you assess the dragon fights. You know, because the dragon fight is where everyone, not everyone, like these two are not going to be there, but it's where a lot of people are going to be, and you need to think about. It's also to help you think about who do you target, right? Let's say Vi built like Jackshow. Like if she built Jackshow, you're not going to target Vi. She built Tank, so you're going to target Teemo and Twitch, right? But since she has Sunder, like you could kill her if you want to, because all she has is health, and then you have percentage max health damage, so. You have three. I mean, honestly, you can target any of them if you want. There is the problem that actually, they don't have ults, so no one has ults except Vlad. You know, so this is your best shot. I mean, you do fail. Not you, your team, right? Your team does fail, but this is your best shot, just given how bad this game is. So let me change the situation. Let's say you guys it's 0-0, 0-0. Then I think it's fine to give up this dragon. You know, so it really depends on the situation. 0-0, you guys are not losing, but this is a losing situation just because like Teemo has his setup here, and Vlad usually is not the best team fighter until he gets, he scales up. He has kind of scaled up, I guess. He doesn't have Flash and Ghost. Yeah, Vlad's pretty useless without his summons too, because he doesn't have any. His only mobility spell is just the W. He usually wants to save the W. So Vlad is very strong if he has like Flash and Ghost, so he can go in really aggressive. Then he can pool, buy time. Vlad's really strong with summoners. Without summoners, he's not much of a champion. So it's really understanding the power of everyone, right? You have to look at the power of your team. You have to look at the power of the enemy team, and then you have to make the calculation yourself, right? So I just shared you my calculation. Yeah, like that. Hope that helps you understand. But yeah, so after looking at it, again, I don't really blame you for trying this actually.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not. I don't think like that when I'm.
So what were you thinking? I'm just wondering. What were you thinking here?
Well, like before, here I'm just thinking like my team really wants to fight, so I should be here just to try and make sure we don't like just three of us die for absolutely nothing.
Okay. That's more lower elo kind of thinking. So I hope I'm teaching you like how to be like higher elo thinking, which is you kind of have to do the calculation yourself, and then you kind of have to decide yourself: is this even worth fighting for over this? If you think yes, then what you're doing is fine. This is fine. You're coming. If you think no, and you're confident in your no, you gotta tell your team like you can ping them, or if you have time, you can actually type like "give dragon," "give dragon," "we scale," or something like that kind of message. Like or we'll fight the next dragon. Buy items. Like let's say you guys did not have your mythics. So the main reason I think you can fight this is because you guys have mythics. If you guys did not have your mythics, there's no way you even try this. So if you don't have your mythics, you like give dragon. We fight after we finish mythics, that might be too long. But usually I just spam ping. I don't usually type to my teammates, but you can if you like. Yeah, I usually just spam ping, back, and then I just go to I just farm my gromp, or maybe you can even take these camps. If you think they're all here, that means they're not here, right? So you could just take. It's not the end of the world to lose dragon, especially if you can get even 2 camps. It's pretty good. 2 camps. Early game, of course. This is just the second dragon. Yeah. But again, it comes with experience, right? So you don't actually. I guess you don't actually know if you should fight this. So to be fair, I didn't really know until I did the assessment, and then even after the assessment, I thought, it's okay. It's okay to try this just because of how bad your situation is. I mean, this game's already looking bad, but this is not why you lose. Why you lose is the mistakes before this, right? Died twice here, died once here. I forgot the 4th death, but yeah. And then dancing here, you could have just farmed more, get your 6 maybe earlier, something like that. But this kind of game looking pretty bad. We'll see though. So once the game gets to like 20 minutes or close to 20 minutes, you want to start thinking about how can you win this game? I mean, I know you're losing, but you always got to think about how can we win, right? And so can you do that right now? Do you do that? Yeah. Do you do that? If you don't, can you do that now?
Sometimes. Well, in this game, it would just be Vlad and Jinx scale. So
Vlad and Jinx. Yeah.
If I can.
And probably not Jinx. Do you know why?
Sorry.
Probably not Jinx. Do you know why?
No.
No. Okay. Because they have Vi, Jax,
right. Okay.
Galio, team. Like all these champions just.
Yeah. So even if he's 10-0, Vi presses R.
Yeah. Jinx just has trouble. And you guys do not have enough peel. Like Rakan's some peel, but that's not enough for this onslaught. Like Twitch ult outranges her. Teemo just blinds her. Point and click. Galio follow the point and click. Jax can flank or just Counter-Strike also counters her, right? Jinx is not having a good game here. So definitely would be your Vlad. Possibly be a split pushing Yorick, but unfortunately, Jax has a decent chance to stop that. But possibly, that's always a possibility. But Vlad scales like a monster, especially with his summoners. Right now, no summoners, so you fighting the dragon is actually kind of bad because, I mean, it's pretty bad. So because honestly, after I saw no summoners, Vlad is just completely useless. So you need Vlad to scale up. Vlad can 1v5 like if he gets to like max build. So this is definitely how you're gonna win. So again, I changed my answer. I don't like fighting the dragon. So just because the dragon is not actually the win condition. The win condition is the Vlad. You're not getting soul. They might get soul, but it would take a while. So you just need to buy time for Vladimir. So how do you win games? Is definitely you need to consider all the champions, right? It's it could be you. I mean, could it be you? I mean, you could be part of the win con, obviously, but most likely it's going to be this Vlad because
I think I rushed Sonya's here just to have better team fight.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. So this should already be, I don't like to blame you because it's not your fault. But I would just say I would be paying my team back. Like, it's not your job to do that, but it's like an extra thing you can do, like to help your team because you need to look at the situation. And junglers usually have the most free time to look at the situation. Like junglers and supports, because they're not trying to get the farm usually. So just seeing Jax already, that's like the only factor that already tells me I don't want to fight here. Just seeing Jax, because Yorick's here, Jax is here, Jax is fed. Like, I don't want to fight this. Again, Vlad still doesn't have his. Vlad has. I guess he used his ult. He still has no summoners. He's still trying to scale here. He's not strong yet. That's it. I mean, there's other things like your Jinx is not here, but mainly I see Jax here. I immediately say nope. I'm going for this. I mean, there's no reason to fight here, right? There's no dragon. They're not taking your towers or anything. You guys just leave. It costs you guys nothing. It costs you nothing to leave. But you guys. Oh, you actually shut down. That's good. But all that said and done, like, oh, okay. Well, 3 for 1. Never mind. If it was 1 for 2, it'd be okay. Like, so when you're losing, like any kind of trade is usually good as long as it's reasonably close. Like, so if 2 of you die for just Jax, that's kind of worth it. 3, not really. And then if you guys ran here, right? You could run, but not completely, like kind of bait them, if you know what I mean. You're kind of like teasing them to fight you, so that you buy your Yorick a little more time, so he can like start taking some towers. You just buy him some time. So remember, the win cons were let Vlad scale and possibly let Yorick split push. But it's mostly the Vlad.
Why can I not see?
They actually kill Vi. Oh.
The replay is bugging.
I'm sorry, what?
The replay is like bugging or something. It's really weird.
Oh, is it? What do you see?
So why always dancing on blue is because Galio was there, but you just can't see him in the replay.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna pause here for a sec. So I usually tell my clients, like, once it gets to like 20 minutes, remember what I said? You got to think about how to win. But also, it's the jungle game is over. Like, there's no more jungling. You're just playing a late game macro game. Everyone's playing a late game macro game now. The jungle game's pretty much done. So I usually stop the review here. But I do leave it up to the client. Like, if you want me to look further, I can. Or if you think there's a specific fight that you remember, we can look at that. What would you like to do?
I would be fine with leaving it here. Maybe if you could just go over the breaks in the Baron.
The Drakes and the Baron? Yeah, okay, sure. So this, like, when they take it, or before someone takes it, yeah, we can do that. So let's see. Okay, wait, before you guys die, let's see. Okay. So I don't have the full story, right? But I'm just gonna look. Let's go back more. Okay, both junglers died. Both junglers are spawning. Let's see here. Your team, how strong is Vlad now? Oh my god, he's not strong still. Your Jinx is actually an item over Twitch for now. That's good. Supports don't really matter. Actually, even supports are even, so your bot lane's even right now. Your mid lane's even-ish too. That's good.
I went tank.
You went tank? Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
That's not bad. They have 2 AP, but
I think I was just really annoyed that Vi was crushing me, to be honest.
Yeah, but why not Zonya's? I think I would have preferred.
Yeah, I think Zonya's is definitely the right.
Yeah. Okay, but
I thought I would have gone Zonya's here, but obviously not. I think I'd just go Zonya's for better team fight.
Yeah, I think Zonya's definitely
in hindsight.
Yeah. You could go Frozen Heart if, like, the entire enemy team is all auto attackers. You know. I mean, Teemo does auto, but I don't think that's not worth it. Maybe if they're like a Yasuo here, then sure, you can do Frozen Heart. But if Yasuo, yes, I think it's okay. But because it's AP Teemo, I don't think so. I mean, that's a small thing. It could actually be a big thing, because even the stopwatch, right? You could have just bought a stopwatch. That might actually be a big thing in the fight, but I don't know. Okay, but let's look again. So, yeah, your top jungle. This is where your team is losing right now, right? He has 1 extra item here. Vi has 1 extra finished here. Or this one, Death Dance. That's where you're losing. Look at Vlad again. He does have flash, or he's getting it soon, but no ult. Usually you want both. So usually what Vlad likes to do is, like, go in, ult, cause chaos and all that. But I don't know why he bought this. They have no MR. Galio MR. Yeah, your Vlad wasted gold on a Void Staff. He's going for a Void Staff. That's kind of a waste here. So that's not good. Your Jinx is doing good, but like we said, Jinx is not going to be your carry because she has trouble with this comp. You're not the carry. You've already given up by going defense, right? You're not the carry. And Yorick is not the carry. So this looks bad. How? Okay, I see. What dragon is this? It's so hard. So the game is much harder when you're losing, right? Oh, and once again, you guys all don't have ults. I'm guessing you guys just fought before this dragon. That's why you guys, the two junglers, died. Oh, no one has ults except Timo, which, I mean, that doesn't really count as an ult. So, without ults, you guys don't do anything. Do you see that? What do you guys do to start a fight? You have Rakan W. That's it. That's it. Right? What do they have? They have Galio. They have Vi. They have Jax. They don't need ults, right? Jax, E, EQ, Q, E, EW. Twitch just ambushes with just the Q. You might step on random team mushrooms, right? So, without your ults, you would just usually a no go. Without your ults and you're losing, this is no go. Yeah. But I can see your desperation. Remember, desperate times. It's just so bad. You need Rakan ult, or you need your ult. Yeah.